Today's lesson is called Plus Talk, Giving and Receiving Invitations. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And my name is Roger. Welcome to our program. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully you had a wonderful holiday yesterday. Hopefully you did not have to work. It was Wednesday. Today is Thursday, though, and you're probably still back at the office or in school. But hey, you might be filled with the Christmas spirit still. You can still sing some Christmas songs if you feel like it. But we're not really talking about Christmas so much today. We're talking about getting together with people, hanging out. And of course, if you do hang out with somebody, or if you have a housewarming party or something like that, you might want to invite people.
There you go. Today, we are going to be talking about giving and receiving invitations. In fact, we're going to be doing this over the course of 2 days. Anyways, the first part, or I should say Act 1 of this month's Plus Talk Dialogue is called Hanging Out Together. And when we come back from our break, we'll be hearing from Jared and Ella.
Giving and receiving invitations. 1. Hanging out together. Ella and Jared start chatting while taking a coffee break at work. So, do you have any plans for the weekend?
I don't have anything on my agenda at the moment, no. A lot of the people in my usual friend group are out of town this weekend.
I'm in a similar boat, actually. Would you like to go see a movie with me, by any chance?
Sure, that sounds fun. Did you have a particular movie in mind?
There's a comedy coming out that looks really good. How about that?
That sounds great. Who doesn't love a good laugh?
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 agenda 这个字是名词，意思是待办事项、议程。例如 I remembered we have a meeting tomorrow afternoon, but do you know what the agenda is? 我记得我们明天下午要开会，但你知道议程是什么吗？另外补充一个相关片语 on the agenda 表示在执行项目里。举例来说 I'd like to invite you to my new home this Saturday.Do you have something on the agenda? 我想邀请你这周六来我新家，你有事要忙吗？再来，我们看到片语 in a similar boat 表示面临同样的情况，同病相怜，亦可说 in the same boat。例如 I am in a similar boat with you right now. I just broke up with my girlfriend last week. 我现在跟你同病相怜，上周我才刚跟女朋友分手。接着再看到一个片语 have something in mind 指想好考虑到举例来说 What do you have in mind for your class paper? 你课堂报告想好要写什么了吗？另外补充一下2个相关片语。第一 keep something in mind 指记住谨记，可用 keep 加名词加 in mind 或 keep in mind加 that 子句。例如 I'll keep your job offer in mind. 我会记住你提供的工作机会。再举一个例子 Keep in mind that the plane leaves very early tomorrow morning. 记住明天早上的飞机很早就起飞了。第二 with something in mind 指鉴于考虑到例如 All of the new cars were designed with safety in mind.所有新车设计时都有考量到安全性。
Okay, let's get to it. Let's talk about Ella and Jared's conversation. It's all part of our Plus Talk unit, giving and receiving invitations. This is Act 1. We're hanging out together. We're spending time together in a very relaxed way.
Yep, we've got Ella and Jared. They're hanging out together. And right before our lesson begins, we learn that Ella and Jared start chatting while taking a coffee break at work. So yes, they're just enjoying each other's company. They're on a break there. They work in the same place or something like that. And they decide to go ahead and get a coffee together while on their break. And Jared says, so, do you have any plans for the weekend? By the way, if you're trying to start like a light conversation with someone, if you want to chat with someone, this is a great way to open that conversation, a great question to ask. So, do you have any plans for the weekend? Yeah, if it's getting later in the week, you can say this. If it's earlier in the week, you can ask someone what they did on their weekend, or regardless of what day it is of the week, you can always talk about the weather. You can say something like, wow, this weather that we've been having lately, it's a mess, isn't it? Or, this weather has been great recently, hasn't it? You can always talk about the weather. The weather is super safe.
And sometimes you can talk about sports, too, especially with Americans. They love to talk about sports, about baseball. Hey, how are the Yankees doing, or how about the Canadians? They're playing very well recently. Did you go to their game? Stuff like that. But indeed, of course, if you're getting close to the weekend, like we are here on Thursday, it's time to start making plans for the weekend. I did want to point out here that Jared said, do you have any plans for the weekend? I've heard people here in Taiwan use the singular form, which to native speakers sounds a little weird. Do you have a plan for this weekend? That sounds like you're planning to do something with your business or something like that. If you're talking about casual plans, then you should use the plural. Do you have any plans this weekend? What are you going to do on Saturday and Sunday?
There you go. Instead of saying, so, do you have a plan for this weekend? Say, do you have any plans? Okay, just go ahead and leave that open-ended. Anyways, Ella answers Jared's question by saying, I don't have anything on my agenda at the moment. No. By the way, here the word agenda is kind of like a schedule. More specifically, an agenda is kind of like a to-do list. Okay, all the things that you have to do, but more like a list of prioritized things that you need to do. Now, there's also what someone is trying to achieve. Okay, sometimes people talk to you and you realize, they're trying to get something out of me. They're trying to manipulate me. They're trying to do something right now. If that's the case, you can also say, hey, man, what's your agenda? What are you trying to achieve by talking to me right now? I'm just trying to chat about the weekend and stuff like that. And it sounds like you're plotting and scheming. It sounds like you have an agenda.
You have an ulterior motive. But in this particular case, the word agenda just refers to a list of things to do. But be careful, because this is usually used in a formal situation, like at the office. Hey, what's on the agenda for today? We're going to tour the factory at 10 o'clock. We're going to have a meeting at 11. We're going to have lunch together at 12, etc. That would be a list of things you're going to do in the office. But here, they're kind of joking here. I don't have anything on my agenda at the moment. I don't have any plans for the weekend. Hey, what do you have in mind?
Anyways, Ella, though, she continues. She also says, a lot of the people in my usual friend group are out of town this weekend. So there you go. She's got no plans. Why? Because a lot of the people that she usually hangs out with, a lot of people in her usual friend group, are out of town this weekend. So who is she going to hang out with?
Yep, all the people in her group of friends are busy this weekend, so Jared says, well, I'm in a similar boat, actually. That's an interesting way to phrase this. That comes from the phrase to be in the same boat, which means people are in the same situation. Like one time when I was trying to fly back to Taipei from San Francisco, the plane was delayed by 12 hours, so we all had to stay in a hotel there until the next morning, and a woman there was complaining, oh, don't they realize I have to get back to Taipei? I have an important meeting. But I thought, hey, we're all in the same boat here. Everybody has the same problem here. So that's kind of what Jared is saying here. His situation is similar to Ella's. He doesn't really have any plans, and his friends are all doing other things.
And then he says, hey, would you like to go see a movie with me by any chance? So, okay, Ella, you don't have any plans. I don't have any plans. We've got no one to hang out with. So, hey, let's go ahead and hang out together. Let's go ahead and see a movie. By the way, right now, I'm not getting the feeling that Jared is asking Ella out on a date. okay? If he were asking Ella out on a date, he wouldn't be so casual.
And Ella says, well, sure, that sounds fun. She could also say that sounds like fun. Did you have a particular movie in mind? So in this particular question, we have the phrase to have something in mind. Are you thinking about any movie in particular? Do you have a particular movie that you would like to see? Have you already seen the advertisements, or is there a movie that you'd like to see that got good reviews? Yeah, what are you thinking about seeing?
Yeah, what were you thinking? You want to see a movie? Did you have anything in mind? Were you thinking of any movies specifically? And Jared says, yes, there's a comedy coming out that looks really good. How about that? And Ella says, hey, that sounds great. Who doesn't love a good laugh? All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll have Act 2 of this month's Plus Talk dialogue for you all.
2. Throwing a housewarming party. Ella has just moved into a new apartment and will have some friends over to celebrate.
Guess what? It took all weekend, but I finished setting up my new place. It's nice to be all settled in.
Congratulations! How do you like it so far?
It's fantastic to have more space. Speaking of space, I have enough room to have people over now. I was thinking of throwing a small housewarming party on Friday after work. If you're not busy, do you want to come?
I'm sorry, but I've already got a commitment that evening. I'd love to see your new dig some other time, though.
第二部分我们看到单字 housewarming 这个字是名词，表示乔迁派对，亦可说 housewarming party。例如 Tina and Jack are going to throw a housewarming party this Sunday night. Tina 和 Jack 这星期天晚上要举办一场乔迁派对。再来，我们看到形容词 fantastic 指极好、很棒的。例如 We will have a fantastic time at the amusement park this weekend. 我们这周末会在游乐园度过很棒的时光。另外，这个字除了上面的意思，也可以指幻想的、荒诞的、难以置信的。我们可以说 The little boy's story was so fantastic that no one would believe it. 那名小男孩的故事实在太令人难以置信，所以没有人相信他。最后，我们看到一个单字 commitment 这个字是名词，表示必须做或处理的事情。像是 I can't handle too many commitments at the same time, or I'll easily make mistakes. 我无法一次处理很多事，否则很容易犯错。另外，这个字除了上述的意思，也可以指承诺、托付。例如 Terry didn't want to get married right away because he was not ready for such a big commitment. Terry 不想马上结婚，因为他还没准备好面对这么大的承诺。
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Again, we're continuing to talk about giving and receiving invitations. So in Act 1, Jared gave Ella an informal invitation to go see a movie during the weekend. And in Act 2, Ella and Jared are talking again, except this time Ella is having a housewarming party, and she's inviting him to attend that housewarming party.
Yeah, Ella just moved into a new place, and she wants to invite her friends over so that they get to know her new place. Okay, that's what a housewarming party is all about. Hey, everybody, here's my new place. Take a look. If we're going to be hanging out, this is where we're going to be hanging out in the future. My new place, my new apartment, my new house. By the way, you would not say that you're going to throw an apartment warming party. I think people would understand you if you were to say that, but usually the word is housewarming, no matter where you happen to live. Anyways, though, yes, let's learn about this party. Ella has just moved into a new apartment, and we'll have some friends over to celebrate. And Ella says, guess what? It took all weekend, but I've finished setting up my new place. It's nice to be all settled in.
Very good. Settled in. Okay, of course, when you move to a new place, you need to get everything all set up. You need to put all your things away. You need to figure out where the furniture is going to be and where the dishes in the kitchen are going to be. So you get it all just set. You got it set up right. and then you can feel settled in, like you can actually live there and you don't have to do that stuff anymore. So once that happens, once you feel secure in your new home, then you can think about having a housewarming party. So Jared says, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you moved in. I'm glad you've got it all set up. How do you like it so far? How do you like your new place?
Yeah, so you've been here a little while, okay? Up to now, how has this place treated you? Do you like it? Is it convenient? How do you like your new place so far, okay? And Ella says, it's fantastic to have more space. By the way, if something is fantastic, it's really great. It's really good. It's super. So Ella here is happy to have the extra space. Speaking of space, she says, I have enough room to have people over now. I was thinking of throwing a small housewarming party on Friday after work. If you're not busy, do you want to come? So there you go. She's now inviting Jared to do something with her.
Yes, would you like to come by any chance? If you're available, would you like to come to this housewarming party? You can mingle with some people there, have a good time, have a few laughs. And Jared says, well, I'm sorry, but I've already got a commitment that evening. Here, commitment means that you're obligated, you're required to do something, you already arranged something, and it would be probably bad manners to cancel that previous engagement. So he's got a commitment. He cannot attend her housewarming party.
Yeah, I've already committed myself to doing something else. I already have an appointment. I might be meeting with family, so I can't come. I've got a previous engagement, or I've got another commitment. I won't be able to attend your housewarming party. But he's very polite here. First of all, he does use formal language when saying no. I'm sorry, I've already got a commitment that evening. He's being very serious, very straightforward, and very official. But then he's polite as well on top of that. He also says, I'd love to see your new digs some other time, though. So he's making it clear, hey, Ella, you're a friend. I want to see your new place. I just can't on the day that you've scheduled your party. So I can't do it then, but boy, do I ever want to see your new place. Boy, do I ever want to see your new digs.
Digs, yeah, that's kind of an informal word. It comes from the word diggings, which was supposedly where a farmer was digging in the earth, and therefore he lived there. So digs refers to the place where you live, your house, your apartment, or whatever. So yes, indeed, Jared has a previous engagement that evening, but sometime in the future, maybe he can go over and check out her digs some other time. Maybe they can hang out there and talk about work or whatever, or maybe she'll have another party there in the future. Who knows? Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today. Here comes our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。对话的第二部分是关于举办乔迁派对。 Ella 一开始说她花了一整个周末终于把新家整理好了，接着她就说 It's nice to be all settled in， 能够安顿下来真好。好，那我们这边就来学习几个跟动词 settle 有关的片语。 Settle 它有安排解决的意思，那么后面搭配不同的介系词就会呈现不同的语义。我们来看第一个 settle in，或者是 settle into， 表示安顿适应，它可以用来表达像你搬到新的住所并且安顿好，或者是你开始适应新的工作啊、新的生活、新的学校等等。举例来说 It took him a few months to settle into his new school， 他花了几个月的时间才开始适应新的学校。好，第二个片语是 settle down。settle down 可以指安静、平静下来，那它其实也可以用来表达成家、定下来。举例来说 We thought Ethan would never settle down and get married。 我们还以为 Ethan 永远不会定下来，不会结婚呢。好，那么第三种用语叫做 settle on 或者是 settle upon， 它表示选择、决定，那通常是指经过一番思考之后所做的决定，像是 Jane is planning to take a week off，But she hasn't settled on a destination. Jane 打算要休假1个礼拜，但她还没有决定好度假的目的地。 好，那么第4种我们可以在 settle 后面加上 for。settle for 就表示勉强接受或是将就。我们常常用 settle for something 来表达勉强接受某一个不是最好、不是最想要的事物。像是你可以说 If there's no grape juice, I'll settle for apple juice. 如果没有葡萄汁，我可以喝苹果汁就好了。好，那对话里面的 Ella 她想要在礼拜5下班之后来举办小型的乔迁派对，她想要邀请 Jared 来参加。那么 Jared 说I'm sorry, but I've already got a commitment that evening. 对不起，我那天晚上有事。好，这边用到一个单字 commitment， 它的动词是 commit。我们来学习它的字根。好 ，MIT 或者是 MISS 这2个字根它有送出、投射的意思。那在 commit 这个字当中，它的字首 COM 表示一起， MIT 表示送出。同学们可以试着想，当我们要投入某件事或是某段感情的时候，你会把所有的心力，把自己的全部一起奉献出去。好，那这边也许就可以联想到这个 commit 它有投入、承诺或是保证的意思。好，除此之外，同学们可能也知道 commit 可以用来表达犯罪、犯错那个犯的动作。同学们可以联想，一个人他要犯罪的时候，就表示他全部一起豁出去了。那这样也许可以联想到他这个语义吧。好，然后接着我们在 commit 后面加上名词字尾 ment， 变成 commitment， 它就有献身、投入、承诺的意思。那在课文里面，它是指必须做或是必须处理的事情。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Agenda. The issue is high on our agenda, but there's still one thing we must discuss first. Housewarming. I'm going to bring some snacks to Frank's housewarming this Saturday. Fantastic. If you haven't booked a hotel yet, I can recommend one that has fantastic rooms. Commitment. Kelsey told me that she already has a commitment that day and asked if we could reschedule.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.